Buzzers of the Athletic. Hi, Darius.
Hey.
What is your approach coming into this season? You know, after your season last year, being with the select team this summer, where is your head at? What's your mindset going into this year?
We're just trying to win games. That's always our mindset, first and foremost. Bring a leadership role. Try to be more vocal on the court, more vocal in the locker room, and just playing our game. I mean, we have a lot of young talent, so it's gonna be really fun this year.
How did your time with the select team and Team USA just kind of help you heading into this year, either from your personal game or just a confidence level or anything on that aspect?
Yeah, that really boosts my confidence for sure. Just have my name and just wearing that USA across my chest. I mean, that really built my confidence. And then I learned a lot, actually, especially just from hearing Coach Pop talk or just different guys in the locker room. I mean, I think I learned a lot. So I'm trying to just implement that into my game this year and just try to bring it to the Cavs.
Was there anything specifically in your game that you spent the offseason working on just to continue improving?
Really trying to get more threes up this year. So trying to extend my range a little bit, creating my shot off the dribble, taking a lot more shots off the dribble. So working on those type of things.
Thank you.
We'll take our next question from Zoom. Kenny.
Kenny wrote at WHBC Radio. Darius, what's it going to be like for you and Colin in the backcourt, possibly having 3 7-footers out there in the front court, protecting the rim, but also being athletic? And what can you guys do with a lineup like that?
Yeah, me and Colin, we're going to try to pressure the ball a lot more this year so we can try to send those guys down there to those 7-footers that we have now. So hopefully it should be a lot of block shots and early transition. So yeah, that's our thing this year. Just trying to pride ourselves on the defensive end so we can just get out early and get a lot of transition buckets.
You mentioned the 3-ball, and I asked Coach earlier about this, and he said, look, we don't want to just come up and jack up threes to jack up threes. So what's the mindset there on taking more threes, but being efficient with it as far as the shot selection, as well as trying to shoot a high percentage?
That really just getting stops on the defensive end. If we get stops on the defensive end, we can really push in transition with our speed and our athleticism. Me and Colin can really get into the paint, and then we can just spray out to our shooters to get wide open threes, or make one more pass to get an open tray ball, or just things of that nature.
Thanks.
We'll go back to in-person microphone.
Darius, Jeff Longville, WZIP Akron. As a player that's improved every year you've been in the NBA, are you setting any personal goals for yourself for this season?
I haven't really thought about that. My mindset this year is to win more games and hopefully make the playoffs. So, I'm not really set on just one thing for myself. It's a whole team goal.
Back to in-person, Chris.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Darius, good to see you. Obviously, there's a leadership void with Larry being in Portland now. And I know that the organization is looking at you to kind of step into that and fill that. How do you feel about that opportunity? And how do you feel about the possibility of taking this team and taking that level of responsibility in that transition?
I'm really excited. There's a lot of great talent on our team, so it shouldn't be too hard, hopefully. But yeah, I'm excited. I just want to be more vocal on the court. Try to get people in the spots where we all can be successful. The team can be successful. So that's my whole goal this year. And then just try to make it as easy as I can for like some of the young guys that we have, even though I'm still a young guy. But I've been around I'm going to my 3rd year, so I've seen a lot, played a lot of games. So just try to do some of the little things to make everybody successful.
You mentioned being a little bit more vocal. How difficult, if at all, has that transition been for you?
It hasn't been difficult, actually. Like I said, we have a lot of young guys, so they can all relate. So I mean, it's been pretty easy on my end, actually.
And there's a lot of conversation after some of the dunk videos that you have had, and maybe some of the photos that have been taken of you. How tall are you?
I don't know. You'll see on paper coming up soon.
We'll stay in person, Spencer.
Spencer Davies, basketball.com. What's up, Darius? So you just said it yourself. You're in your third year, but you're also have experience, and you're young at the same time. There's a lot of that on this team. There's a lot of guys in their early 20s, but have experience. So you obviously want to get better, and you want to get to that next step. But how do you do that and ensure that in April and May that you have accomplished that?
That's why we have K Love and my guy Ricky Rubio right here. Hopefully they step in. They're gonna step in and do the job for us as well. But no, just picking the guys' brains. I mean, I think that should help us a lot, especially at the guard spot with Ricky just coming in. He's seen a lot of basketball. K Love has seen a lot of basketball. So just try to mix some of their knowledge in with some of our youth. I mean, it should be really fun. And hopefully we get around April and have some of that fun and hopefully make it to the playoffs so we can do some exciting things.
And using last year, just as far as injuries goes, losing streaks, whatever it may be, how do you feel like those experiences can help you moving forward as you guys try to take that next step that we were just talking about?
I mean, injury is going to happen in the game, but the next man has to be up and be ready to play and come in and put in a lot of minutes and bring something valuable to the team. So that's why we have a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things and a lot of great individual talent that can help us as well.
Just as far as like fighting adversity, I guess, from that question beforehand, just those experiences, how can that be used to, apply to fighting adversity when it hits next?
Oh, I mean, just like I said, next man up, really. We have a lot of great individual talent, like I said, and I mean, just bringing that to one team, I think that should help us a lot. Thanks.
Back to in person, Kelsey.
Darius, kind of actually building on what you said on Ricky, but you taking on this leadership role and having somebody like Ricky behind you as a mentor, what excites you about just like that early relationship, if you have one, but just kind of being able to pick his brain and continue to learn and grow?
Yeah, Ricky has seen a lot of basketball. He played a lot of basketball on all different levels. So it's really cool just to hear from him and all his different perspectives about the game. He helped a lot of young guards in this league, D'Angelo Russell, Devin Booker, and now they're all-stars. So, I mean, I really want him to come in and really push me. So, I mean, I'm super excited that he's in the locker room with us every day. So I'm really pick his brain a lot this year.
Is there anything he's told you? I mean, I know I've only been here for a little bit, but anything early on he's told you that has stuck with you?
Early on, not yet, but I know he will for sure. I mean, when I was playing with USA, when we played Spain, he really got at us. So I've seen a lot already.
We'll stay in person.
Tyler Carey, WKYC. Darius, there's been a lot of hype about your game this offseason and even toward the end of last year. I'm sure you've heard by now the comments Steph Curry made, raving about you. His exact words were, he's going to be a star one day. I know you're competing against him right now, but I'm sure you were in high school watching him win MVPs, win championships. What's it like to have a player of his caliber speak that highly of you?
Yeah, it's an honor. I mean, it's really cool just having one of the greats just talk so highly about me. But like you said, I mean, we're going against him in a couple months. So I mean, he's still an opponent, but I mean, it's super cool just him talking about me. I'm super honored. It's super cool.
Do you feel any added pressure knowing that there's people around the league, not just Steph, but analysts and all that, talking about how good you're going to be, how good they think you're going to be?
No, it's no pressure. I don't really get into all the media. So, I mean, I'm just here to play my game and win basketball games.
Thank you.
Looks like we have one more from in person. We'll finish up with Chris.
Yeah, Darius, you guys won 22 games this past season, 19 the year before that. Not a lot of people are expecting a ton from you guys. What is it that you see behind the scenes that maybe other people don't see that make you feel like you can surprise people?
Like I said, we have a lot of great individual talent. And then when we just bring that to one team, I mean, I think that should really help us a lot. We have so many different pieces. We can go either way. Go with guards, that's really super dynamic. Great rim protection this year. Great leaders that can really help us. So, I mean, we have a lot of different ways that we can go this year. So, I mean, not really worried about the outside noise, worried about what's in here.
Thank you.